Good evening, distinguished dignitaries at the dais. Can you do this again? Believe me, words are inadequate to express my gratitude for getting this opportunity to express some of our ideas. Since we are a telecom company, most of the ideas which I would share with all of you would either will be delivered and some of them would be under process of delivery. It is my privilege that I closely interact with the government of Goa, and I have the privilege to meet people who are in decision makers and trying to transform the state of Goa. I'll seek your permission to answer certain discussion which was there before we started this panel. One was related to Internets of Things. I'm very proud to mention that Vodafone globally is the global icon in terms of creating and implementing Internet of Things across the globe. To an extent that each and every BMW car which is sold all over the world has 16 IoT chips, and the BMW centrally from Germany is able to trace, track, give solutions, and also advise the owner in case there are various requirements. And you'll be surprised how can a BMW which is manufactured or assembled in various parts of the world can be traced, tracked, and analyzed is because we in Vodafone manage a platform which is known as Global Delivery Service Platform, which sitting in this place you can manage all your asset, either stationary or moving. Imagine that you want to monitor 1 lakh various devices in a smart city. Through that platform, you want to activate 10,000, you want to upgrade certain services for 20,000, or you want to demobilize or immobilize 25,000, you can do that. You want to give some of the assets or car or a vehicle upgraded version in terms of functionality, you can do locally, centrally. To give you another example which is very interesting is we are closely working to install 1 lakh devices inside 1 lakh trees, which will be placed across the bank of Gomti River in Lucknow. These trees, they're creating that 11.5 kilometers of bank, which will have an amphitheater, which will have restaurants, which will have various other fun and entertainment zones. The Internet of Things can really transform a smart city. To give you another example, of course, it's global. 47% of traffic congestion in Frankfurt was due to a car is trying to find a parking space. We studied that challenge and we provided a solution. The moment you enter to that zone which is congested, your frame, which is screen, will get a beep and will say that bay number 7, parking number 49 is empty. Turn right 100 yards, turn left, here is your parking. But earlier, the parking, in search of parking, it could be approximately 11.5 kilometers. A car, a driver was trying to find out. The other thing which some of my colleagues, earlier speaker, mentioned about this, could you do something here? About the L1, and Mr. Rai is here. Sir, you are the senior most bureaucrat of Karnataka. Some time back, 4 years back, the government decided to buy anything not only basis of L1 but QCBS, and that QCBS is somehow is not been implemented. And QCBS is that not only the price, but the overall package offered by an organization is reviewed and the weightage is given accordingly. Of course, a commercial would be important. So those weightages are currently ignored. If that happens, probably the government will be able to buy good quality with a reputed company. So that's my submission. It's my privilege that I'm able to address this August assembly. However, I'm very proud citizen of our country. Right from my birth, I've seen huge amount of government to citizen communication. But here, due to Digital India, of course, the 9 pillars, we Indians have mind-boggling ideas, and we Indian citizen is confronted with a situation which is very positive, is beyond imagination opportunities. I want to validate this claim through a video which I saw in one of the Government of India Prime Minister's Office assembly, where I had a privilege to see that video. Can I have this video, please? This is for India. And very frequently asked question is that what's happening in India? And people are so curious, and believe me, 3-4 years back, my travel to various parts of the world, and now the kind of respect we get today is mind-boggling. I never expected that people would, at the airport, would ask, what is the Government of India doing? To give you another example, and I was reading this not in India, outside in a newspaper, that India has more mobile subscribers than toilets. Now, this is an extreme statement, but at the same time, all of us know the Gartner and the World Bank says that 10% increase of mobile subscriber and 10% increase of mobile or overall broadband has 0.81% and 1.38% impact positively on our GDP or any country's GDP. So that type of growth we are expecting while we confront situations which are very positive. The economic impact of the program is quite significant when I say Digital India. In addition to this, what we are going to have, the transformation is the financial inclusion in India as an innovation hub. These are all part of the 9 pillars. Digital India, skill development. India is actually a ready nation through structured programs and planned outlays. Digital India, we are proud to see that, like Goa, charting out a plan which I'll cover, with certain demographic and profiling which we did as a company, and you'll be surprised that Goa is actually in an advanced stage of implementing some of them. Therefore, a place like India or a place like Goa, the ICT is a very commonly used synonyms, but actually it is today the implementation of ICT is only possible through innovation, connectivity, and transformation. It is because these are the building blocks. Now, if you see the Indian economy, the 7.7% GDP growth will definitely be higher than China, and the International Monetary Fund says that 2002, India will be occupying the top slot. And we have all seen that what happened when Prime Minister Modi was addressing to the US Congress. In my limited knowledge, I have never seen a Prime Minister is been mobbed by senators to take autographs. I've seen them to get photographs and now famous selfies, but not autographs. It is all the pull which has been created by we Indians, and I'm a very proud citizen of this country, and all of us should be, that the Indian smart city will offer various type of opportunities to various type of people. Better quality of life is not only job, but the quality of life. Urbanization to grow 40% in smart city. And there's another study done by AMI partner, which says that with the current migration from rural India to urban India, we would need approximately 3.5 times more cities what today we have. And therefore, the smart city would be imperative. In order to sustain this, the quality of life, all of us are going to live longer. We are definitely going to live much more than what our 2 or 3 last generation would have left. In fact, it says that workforce will be doubled 4 times. Technology can bring down cost by 40%. And essentially, the whole healthcare itself will offer a GDP which is equivalent to a small company in any of the island. The quality of education, sirs, you will be surprised that we are the second largest education provider after US. And the national skill development to create a pool of 150 million skilled workers, and it will grow by 200%. And here it comes the technology, because the distant learning, the co-curricular, and learning through web. We are in this industry. What we do, we create bandwidth, we generate airtime, and that's what we provide to each one of you. And what we get is service charge. Through our extensive network across the country, we'll be able to really reach to the rural. We are the only and the single largest service provider in this country which has the 57% of rural population. If we talk about Goa, sirs, you have 17 gram panchayats, and I'm ready to connect each and every gram panchayat. Today, I have a subscriber base of 45%. I'm ready to work along with the government of Goa and provide each and every panchayat a connectivity. You have approximately 281 large buildings. I'm ready to provide mobile towers. I'm ready to provide mobile towers should I get permission. So why it is possible? Because Goa is a very compact state. And for me, it is a win-win situation where I can say as a company that Goa is fully connected by us. And that's my business case. What is required today in Goa is that the citizen-to-citizen communication, right from our birth, we would see that a lot of pamphlets, hoardings, boards, newspapers would have communication from government. There aren't any communication from citizen to government, and we are in a position to enable government of Goa to encourage C2G communication. I don't remember Mr. Kumar, who is the Joint Secretary for Direct Benefit, if he is here. Today we have product known as M-Pesa. That M-Pesa can transfer any denomination and value of money to any person in this country. He need not to be a Vodafone subscriber. So it's not that if you are a Vodafone subscriber, only then you'll get the direct benefit transfer. Why I'm saying so, despite 1 crore of bank account which opened in last 6 months, still a common citizen in our rural India requires 8.9 kilometers to travel to reach to a bank. And that will continue. Around 60,000 or 47,000 bank branches in our country. We have 125,000 distribution agents and partners who would hand over cash across the country. And for Goa, I'll customize and deploy people where it is required. In addition to this, while we are party to various financial inclusion, by 2024, 35% access to banking is expected to grow 70%. However, the bankable branches will have an impact. Why I say so is, Let's take a power. World's sixth largest energy consumer, 3x power generation required to match the needs, that is the future need. To give you an example, West Bengal State Electricity Board has taken a technology upside, and each and every 388 location is covered by our technology. And they're able to really communicate with each other. Now, in Hungary, we are developing a technology which is known as power balancing. Imagine that lack of proper knowledge of Goa, I can say that there is going to be a power outage and breakdown in Nariman Point, and at that point of time you see that Dadar has excess power. The load balancer will divert excess power to Nariman Point to ensure that there are no outages. So that's Internet of Things for you, sir. Similarly, there would be various technological advancement through which we can really work on it. Let's take example, the people consumptions have gone up. It has still not reached to the size of US, but our M-Pesa can support in terms of cashless payment. To give you another example, as I said that substantial number of people will migrate from urban to rural. Due to technology, your rural-urban divide is almost diminishing. It is because of the broadband and mobility connectivity to the last citizen of India. One of the very powerful video which we saw during the election campaign, where Prime Minister Modi said that the government should not be in center, the government should not be in state, the governance should be in the hand of the last citizen of the country. That's mobile phone for you. National e-governance program was launched almost 6-7 years back, but now it has to be converted into M-governance, which almost all state is conscious about it and they have adopted. And M-governance adoption to the last citizen of the country is actually possible. In terms of, especially to Goa and the other government, sirs, your vision is our proposition. We can create cost-effective G2G, G2C communication, seamless connectivity to reach, efficiency via automation and monitoring, transparent subsidy and salary disbursement with accountability. We have mobile solution, wireline connectivity, Internet of Things, and M-Pesa. These are the normal products and services which we have. But in order to ensure that we do this well, I'll give an example. That the National Rural Health Mission in Gujarat uses our technology to communicate with ASHA workers, and now Mission Director Health is providing tablets to each and every A&M workers. ASHA workers report to auxiliary nurse midwife, and they'll be controlling these people through a 2,20,000 tablets. Similarly, sir, we supported first of its kind in India. The whole Tamil Nadu election was lively streamed, monitored, and recorded. 27,000 polling booth of Tamil Nadu was on our 3G network right from 7 o'clock till the last vote. And all these were controlled, monitored, and viewed by the State Election Commissioner of Tamil Nadu. Similarly, you'll be surprised that we deliver almost 370 million bulk SMS across the country. Man Ki Baat bulk SMS, the moment it is done, it is sent by us. The Kisan relationship by the Ministry of Agriculture is done by us. Recently, we completed a very large bulk SMS awareness campaign of swine flu, where the citizens were informed what to do and what not to do. This is one platform through which you can really go and talk to the various citizens of your country. Ready state, ready nation, as I said, there are many others I will not go through in detail. To give you another example, we connected 2,000 Gram Panchayat in Rajasthan. This is the first full-fledged Digital India program completed by any government, which is government of Rajasthan, where Chief Minister had a final live telecast on our fiber and radio with 2,000 panchayats. Now we are going to actively participate with the Chief Minister in creating Common Service Center, where we would provide each and every citizen-centric services to the citizen of that Gram Panchayat. And we are determined to go up to the population of 2,000 up to the village level. And that is only possible through technology, sir. In West Bengal, each and every district collectors or DMs are connected to the block level through our wireless connectivity, and they are able to interact with the citizens. We have prison management. As per the National Human Rights Commission, each and every prisoner has a right to speak to their friends and family twice a week. We have created biometric solution through a dedicated hall where his 10 minutes call on predetermined 5 numbers are recorded, filmed, and he is able to do it frequently, and each and every call is recorded. It is currently implemented in Calcutta and Tihar Jail in Delhi, and we are talking to 16, 17 other prisons across. We are the only service provider to Indian Army, sirs. We have connected 110,000 families through a national CUG, where a Jawan can speak to his wife free of cost from anywhere in the country. So while I blow my trumpet, sir, because I get very rare opportunity to get such august group, but what I say is that Vodafone as a company is committed to state of Goa, and we are ready to invest as much it is required. While I go very rapidly, because I think I have taken enough time, but what I can say is, as it is, Vodafone is a very strong player in Goa. We have a huge presence. This is our global store, which is 20 numbers, and we are expanding. In addition to this, as it is, we have made huge investment in Goa in terms of people, in terms of employment, in terms of towers. At the same time, we are committed that should we get support from government of Goa, we will ensure that each and every panchayat, each and every government building, each and every area is 100% connected by us. If it is so, I'll show you a video how the Goa will look like. We would say that it is a connected Goa, and citizen of each and every person living in Goa will actually have a very good quality of life. Can I have the video, please? Smart living for you, sir. Thank you.